What up, YouTube? Sorry about the vertical video here, only for a little bit, but just want to update you guys. Finally got our lift delivered to the shop the other day. Super pumped about this. Installing it was not too hard, but yeah, it was definitely exciting to get this done. Definitely looking forward to getting this car on the lift and starting a new chapter, if you will. It's going to be a game changer. So, really looking forward to not having to work on my garage floor anymore and on my back. So, very excited. This is so awesome. Oh, it's been a long time coming. So, we are going to take the Z over to the shop to do my first bolt check on the lift. This is kind of a huge deal for me. Very excited to actually have one. Very lucky to have one. So gonna go over, use it. I got an alignment scheduled today, so I just want to do a quick bolt check up front because I just did a rack relocation. But yeah, we're gonna take this over there and try to do some stuff. Garage is still in the same state it's been in. So one of the things I gotta do eventually is get this filled in. This gap, it's pretty high, but I should be able to scrape the front lip over and get some ramps, hopefully, under the front. We'll see if I can even get in the shop. That's also another thing, so I might need to even fill that to get into here. So we'll see if it can even get in. I can't get this car on the lift, so it's just a little bit lower on this side for some reason. But I can get in and out of the shop, which is pretty cool, just seeing this fucking thing in here. So what I'm gonna do is probably order some ramps or whatever so I can actually come over here and use the lift. The car is too low to get on it, so
I thought the front ramps would be enough, but the rear is too low for this, unfortunately. I did just get this car aligned, so that's awesome. Kind of to take the rest of the day off on that, but I want to rebuild these ramps since I can't get my car on the lift. So one of my friends, Alex, he has very like thin ramps and he has like the lowest car on the team. I was thinking about trying to copy his design because he like sticks his just on the outside of his tire to get it up in the air. I might make some like really thin ones. I'm not really sure exactly. Gonna get some ramps made so I can get up on the lift over there and you know, do that for the first time. Got some ideas. I think I'm gonna end up cutting these a little bit thinner. We'll save on space in a few different ways because I'm gonna have to add length to these. I'm gonna be cutting my original ramps about to the width of this board here. And then for this board, I've got a matching thickness board right here. I'll have to trim that down to be the same as this board, but it should be good on the ramp parts. So I'm just gonna get to cutting all this stuff up and we'll have a ramp that I can get onto my lift with. So super low car ramp. All right, so let's get these put together. Just gonna take my old ramps that I trimmed up and put them on top of these. And that should do it. So I'm probably just gonna nail it on this section and then probably use screws on the back side to secure it. All right, so for the most part, these are gonna work. Should work for super low cars and whatnot. If I was to do this again, I'd try to find longer boards so that you can extend out farther. Because right now, trying to get it under the wheel, I can't get it under that lip. But if I do stick the ramp right about there and kind of angle this in towards the middle of the car, it's gonna clear the second lip because it's not nearly as tall. So this is kind of how my friend Alex's ramps work. His are thinner than these are. I think this will work. And we will have to try these out in a bit. Yeah, this hopefully be able to get me on the lift. I'm gonna test it out, make sure I can pull forward onto the ramps because the only way I could get onto ramps previously was backing onto them. And thankfully, I do technically still have my old ramps. They're just much thinner now. So I can reuse those if I want. Soon we'll have this thing up on the lift over there, and it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So pretty hyped about that. I didn't really say, but I did get an alignment yesterday. I'll see if I can throw like a picture up of the alignment sheet. last year I was having I had a lot of camber wear last year on the inside of the tires. So right now, my boy Nate hooked me up with 0 camber in the back. I guess it had settled all the way to 1 degree. And you still retain the same amount of toe in that I've had, which is, 0.4 degrees. So it's a good amount of toe in. And car should handle really good. I'm excited to see what this thing handles like. But let's get this thing tested out on these ramps. So I would say that's going to be enough room to get on the lift. That should be more than enough room. Pretty cool. I actually probably have enough room with just that to do my oil. That's cool. That's awesome. New ramps. This is good. All right, take 2.
So with this being the first time that I use these ramps, and really the second time that I've tried to get the car on the lift, it took me a little bit to get the car lined up where I wanted it with the new ramps, but after a little while we got it lined up and evened out so that the weight wasn't too far front to back. So yeah, not too hard, but kind of a pain in the butt.
So, this is the new shop that it's taken a long time to finish this or get to this point. It's not finished. Probably won't ever be, but it is functional right now. So I wanted to take some of my stuff from this car and move it over here. Although this stuff is going to be constantly in and out of my car. This is my toolbox for events and all my other tools there. Got my battery charger. I'm gonna start bringing some stuff over here. This is hopefully where I'm gonna be able to do the majority of the projects on this Z from now on. Not to say I won't be going back into my garage every once in a while to work on this thing, but if I can work here on the lift, if it's available, I'm gonna do it. So, and just to give you guys an idea, this is not just my shop. This is split 3 ways between myself, my brother, and my uncle. So not just my shop. This is a family kind of thing. So extremely pumped about it. So I'm gonna get this car on the lift for the first time by myself, and I think it's time to send it up in the air and start a new chapter. Hopefully, it's kind of a big deal to me. Yeah. I'm gonna shake this car around a bit just to make sure we're it's on there. It's not too front heavy. Where are the safety locks? There it goes. All right. It's on. I'm just gonna make sure everything's good. Cool. It's up. Let's get it up higher. Okay. Ah, dude, this is awesome. This is so cool. Just gonna go through this car real quick. Couple things that I'm seeing like immediately though are gonna be the underglow. Those are definitely not those are not there anymore. Yeah. Yeah, these got wrecked. So I'm gonna need to fix that somehow. Let's raise it up a little bit more so I can actually be under here without crouching. Okay. So yeah, this is what it looks like under my car. A little bit bent up right there from the lift, but you know, clearance is really good with this. That is not where you want your underglow. Front's good. Just gonna do a bolt check up in here and oh man, this is so cool. Just did the rack relocation. This video is probably out already. Oh yeah, I gotta fasten those lines back to the subframe. Power steering lines aren't connected to the subframe right now. I'm gonna crank this down. And he told me something about this not being an issue. And then I think we're pretty good. This is so sick, dude. All right, so just did a little bit of a bolt check, got a little bit more to do, got to check the rear. But I resecured my underglow. Before, I was a dingus and drilled straight into my car with these things. And those broke. I'm leaving the screws in there. I don't see the reason to take them out. Try and get some more lanolin wax under there or inside the cavity so it doesn't rust. I moved the points over to, it's like a paper shroud. It's like a composite shroud. And I attached my underglow to this instead of drilling into my car. And they're farther away from like any sort of working area back here, so that's good. And let's check the rear. Yes, the rear I also use these, but those are fine. Those are hanging in there. So underglow's good. Got it wrapped around the back here. Same on this side. Nice and symmetrical. Oh man, I'm glad I waited to do the underglow until I had the lift ready. I saw it when I went to go get my alignment, but I decided to just wait until now. Okay, so I think we are done working on this thing over here. I did a pretty thorough check up front, and I did forget when I put this back together to tighten up this to spec, this John right here. So that is now to spec. I couldn't get a torque wrench in there, but I wrenched on it pretty good. That is all set. After putting everything together, I guess the steering rack, I got like a quarter turn out of this. So, but everything else is good. Same thing on this side. I forgot to torque down that pivot for the compression link on the LCA. Other than that though, I say we're looking pretty good, and we can probably get this down, get some of my stuff packed back up in the car. You know, this I need to have with me. This is what I bring to events, and pretty much all this stuff is what I bring to events. So this is mostly staying with the car at all times. Really looking forward to getting a setup over here. I think this is gonna be my area, pretty sure. So we'll be set up over here with our tools and all that crap. But yeah, this is awesome. I'm just gonna take one lap around it, make sure we're good. This strip is a little bit messed up. It's kind of displaying half colors, but all the other ones are good. I mean, this is like this last year. But yeah, the strobe effect will still look cool. So we got underglow. That is good. All right. So that felt really good to use the lift. It's gonna be way more convenient to do all the things that I need to do on this car as long as the lift is free. So this is gonna be it's gonna be a game changer. So you know, Z content is far from over. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't know if this is the end of the video, I mean. But if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you later, and peace.